Hey, what's going on to all my fellow collectors? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we got another hot one, another review, but it's not going to be a review on this 1/6 scale Freddy Krueger by Sideshow. The reason I got them posed up here nicely is because I want to do a comparison of this head sculpt and the head sculpt that I'm actually going to review in just a moment. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking bad about this figure in any way. I think Sideshow did a really nice job on this piece. I think they captured the appearance nicely of Robert Englund as Freddy. I think the details and the paint application was done very well. Look at the claws. I think that was even done even. I think they did a kick-ass job even more on the glove. To be a 1/6 scale, I think they captured this really nice. But I'm not gonna focus on this piece right here. But wait a minute, I definitely got something that I'm not too happy about. To those that actually own this piece know what I'm talking about. This fedora. I don't know what Sideshow was thinking, but they went ahead and sculpted this headpiece and glued on this hat. And I don't know why, but how could you do a Freddy Krueger and not be able to remove the hat? But anyways, that's old news. We're not even going to get into any of that. What we are going to get into is the head sculpt. So I went ahead and commissioned another Freddy Krueger head sculpt, and it's done by Legio Workshop. Now, before I get deep into this review, let me send out real quick a shout out to the man who made this possible, Mr. George Perez. He's the sculptor and the artist who actually made this possible. Shout outs to you, brother. Thank you again for this beautiful piece that I'm about to review. I have to give you big thanks because of you, I'm able to make this review happen. So big shout outs to you, bro. I appreciate it. It's a beautiful piece. So now we got that done. Now let's get into it. So what comes with this head sculpt, you get yourself a COA 1/6 scale head. Now this COA states that it's 1 out of 8 pieces he went ahead and sculpted. So this one here is 1 of 8, and as you can see here, it's a Freddy 3.0. And being that I'm the one that commissioned it and he accepted to do it, he decided to go ahead and do an 8-piece run. So knowing that, that's pretty awesome, because knowing that there's only 8 pieces in the world and there's only 8 people that own this head sculpt, that's awesome. So as you can see, the packaging, he gives it to you packaged very nicely in a really nice box. And as you can see, the box is very well kept, intact, no damages. It's pretty mint. And it comes with his logo here. And as you can see, you can also look him up on Facebook and Instagram. I will definitely put his info in the description at the bottom, so make sure you check it out and give him a holler if you're ever looking to have yourself a head sculpt that you want to commission. The guy does great work, I have to say. Now let's open it up. As you can see, it's wrapped up very nicely. You get some extra foam on the top for protection. And then as you can see, the head sculpt is inside there, wrapped up nicely and snugged. So I think the guy really definitely goes the extra mile, wraps it up in a really nice collectible box here, and then wraps it up really nicely so that, you know, there's no risk of any damages. So all in all, I definitely rate this, I would say, a good 10 out of 10. So as I was saying before I got cut off, I think it's definitely the guy puts a nice touch into his work. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go in deeper and get a more closer look at the head sculpt. Let's do it. All right, guys, there it is. The head sculpt. Look at this. Look at this beast right here. Look at that Freddy Krueger. Wow. I gotta tell you guys, when I first received this not too long ago, about a month ago or so, words could not express. Once I opened it up and I looked at it, you know, like, you know, everybody knows you're looking at this video right now and you can see pictures, but none of this gives it justice to when you have it literally in your hands, when you're literally seeing it in your possessions. It looks nice, don't get me wrong. I'm looking at the video as I'm recording right now, and this Freddy piece right here, it's a phenomenal piece. The details just pop. Look at this head sculpt. How he captured Freddy Krueger, his likeliness. It's ridiculous. You know, you can definitely see Robert Englund in this sculpt. And it's just a 1/6 scale sculpt. To capture all this detail, you have to be really good at what you do. And I gotta tell you, look at this. It's insane. Nicely done, George. Nicely done. Have to tell you. Dude, you snapped. Look at that. Look at the mouth. The teeth. The tongue. That's what really gets me. Look at the tongue. How he captured that. Wow. Yeah, I gotta say I'm in love with this piece. I think he did a really phenomenal job. The paint application, very nicely done. The glossiness on the flesh. Look at this. The different tones of red. Nicely done. Look at the eyes. You can still see the glare in the eyes. Now this head sculpt is one piece, as you can see. There is no separate neck and head. It's all together one piece sculpted. So it's going to be limited to, as far as articulation, you're going to get your back and front and side to side, but you know, it's probably minimum of what you can, as far as how much you can move. But again, this is Freddy Krueger. We're not looking to do any action poses or anything like that. I just want to pretty much keep him more likely in a nice museum pose. You know, that's basically what it's meant to be. But I gotta tell you, the sculpt, he did a great job. Now let's put him next to the Sideshow. Alright, so as you can see, I'm putting him next to Sideshow head sculpt here. And they're pretty much about the same size. You know, you can see definitely the difference in the on the paint apps on both sculpts. Sideshow is a little bit more kind of like on the matte finish on the flesh tones. You know, you can see it's kind of, I don't know, kind of like a more lighter color versus this one here is more rich in color. How the flesh tones kind of pop more. But definitely you can see here, they're very much pretty much about the same size. And you know, if I were to be able to take this fedora hat off, then you can really see that they're not much different in size. But you can definitely tell, for me personally, I have to say I'm digging this head sculpt way more than Sideshow's. But obviously we're talking a whole different movie. I think this Sideshow head sculpt, this figure in particular, was based on, I think I want to say it was probably focused on maybe part 3. It's what I'm guessing on the part 3. But it doesn't really say which version of Freddy this is. But my plan with this sculpt is I want to go ahead and I'm going to be kick bashing this sculpt. So I'm going to be building myself a 1/6 full figure. So I got the head sculpt, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hopefully try to find somebody who's willing to commission a full outfit. So I want to commission a full outfit because I know that the Freddy vs. Jason movie, Freddy's wearing a different sweater where the reds is more darker and the green obviously is more darker too. Now it could be the camera, the way it shot the film, but the sweater definitely looks darker. It's not as vibrant as most of his other movies where the greens are brighter and the red is brighter. On that particular movie, everything seems to be darker. And in the pants, I believe he's wearing black pants, I think, in that movie. So I'm gonna have to pretty much try to find me a whole complete set. And then as far as the body, I may use the Sideshow body. Not this one in particular, but I may have to find me a Sideshow body. And then that's pretty much it. Because as far as the glove, I have an extra glove because this figure here comes with an extra glove, and it also comes with some hands. So I'm covered in that area. As far as the hands and glove, I already got that. So all I need is the outfit and the body, and then I should be good. Oh, and the fedora hat. Because my only issue with this sculpt here, my only complaint in all of this is that when I commissioned this head sculpt, he didn't want to do me the hat. Now, I don't know why, but as much as I asked him if he can please sculpt me a hat, he chose not to, so I don't know. That's the only negative that I have to say in regards to all of this, is that how can you have a Freddy Krueger head without the hat? At least that's my opinion. So, sadly to say, I'm going to have to hopefully try to find one or get someone who's willing to sculpt one for me. But for now, it's just going to have to be this. But anyways, this is all I got for you guys. As you can see, 1/6 scale Freddy version 3.0 from the movie Freddy vs. Jason. Let me let you get one more good look. By Legio, Mr. George Perez. And yeah, that's my review on the sculpt. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I definitely try to keep this as short as possible, but you know how that goes. You know, when you start getting into explaining the details, it can take longer than what you really want. But if you want to basically do a good review, you got to cover everything. So that's my video. That's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, once I get this full figure put together with the stand, the body, the outfit, everything, I'm going to post another review. So hit that notification button so you guys can be up to date on my content. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. And like I say on all my videos, love the hobby, love what you do. Catch you on the next one. Peace.